Welcome back, everybody. I'm back with your EIDL updates on the grants and the loans. We finally got our hands on some loan increase data and some grant data. It's been 2 weeks since the SBA published it due to some revision behind the scenes. We want to check in on the speed of the grants and the speed of the loan increases. Everybody tunes into the channel and asks how long this process takes and how fast are they processing at the SBA. We're going to find out today, all right? We're also going to talk about Priorities 1 and Priorities 2 for the targeted advance grants. Everybody out there who's still waiting in the queue for their targeted advance grants or their supplemental advance grants, we've got some updates around that. So share this video with everybody you know inside the EIDL program, whether they're in the grant or the loan program, because we got a lot of great information contained inside. So let's get you guys all caught up. Welcome back, everybody. I'm back with that lineup on the EIDL. We're going to dig into that loan data and that grant data. It was finally released here by the SBA. It took about 2 weeks. They were doing some revisions behind the scenes, but this finally came out on the 24th. Now, I know today's the 27th. I experienced a pretty bad power outage here at my house. I live on a lake, and the whole lake shut down. I mean, we were without power for approximately 2 or so days, and everything was off for me. I couldn't do anything. So I apologize. I missed you guys for the last 2 days, but I'm back, and we're going to get into that loan data. We're going to talk about the loan increases and speed, okay? I also want to talk about Priorities 1 and Priorities 2, really give you guys an idea of how much movement is actually happening with everybody who's been stuck in the targeted advance grants and they've been stuck since February. We're going to talk about all that as well, okay? By the way, if you have not met me, my name is Edward Bilder. I'm a financial educator, and I teach people how to fill their pockets so full that you just get yourself off balance sometimes when you go to stand up and sit down, all right? I don't know. I'm short on pocket-filled jokes, all right? So send me your comments and let me know what you want to hear next time. Thanks to everybody for joining me for my 1-year anniversary. You guys are amazing. This channel would not be possible without all of you. My 1 year has gone. It's past. It's over with. But you know what is not over with? My sale on my crash course on Airbnb. You can get it right now, found in the description. It is still on sale. It is a steal. I have it half off right now. Grab it in the description. Get yourself into the real estate game with a $50 bill. Start cash flowing in 3 business days, earning an extra $5,000 to $10,000 each and every month through Airbnb. It's a fantastic program. Find it right now in the description. It will only be on sale for a few more days, so race out and make sure you grab it today, all right? I want to dig into those Priorities 1 and Priorities 2 because I have some pretty great news, okay? Pretty great news. I think it's great news, and I think you're going to think it's great news too, all right? Now, I checked in on the speed here of the targeted advance grants. I want to talk about the data here for just a moment that was released. We're up to approximately 193,000 or so of these targeted advance grants that have been approved for $1.6 billion. Now, I know there's still $28 billion sitting out there, okay? And I was super concerned about the speed and the fact that whether or not the SBA can keep up with this week over week, because they were averaging really small numbers for approving targeted advance grants, and they were boasting that, hey, we could do 4,000 in a day, and I didn't think they could keep up with this, all right? For the past 2 weeks now, they came in at approximately 2,900 targeted advance grants approved for, I don't know, roughly $122 million over those 5 days for 2 weeks. So they came in at around $240-ish million that they've approved on the targeted advance grants. Now, that is down a bit from the average, okay? It's down slightly from the average, but still fairly consistent, and they're still keeping up with it. Now, this is interesting because they did go up in the supplemental advance grants. They actually approved more supplemental targeted advance grants. Let's just call them STAGs. They approved more STAGs this last 2 weeks than they did targeted advance grants. So what that means is they're actually playing catch up right now because they already approved targeted advance grants, and if they approved more supplemental advance grants than they did targeted advance grants for the last 2 weeks, that means they're paying out the targeted advance grants that they already paid from previous weeks. So they're finally catching up to those individuals that are waiting on their $5,000, the extra $5,000 that came in the most recent American Rescue Plan. They are finally catching up with those. So that is good news. Now, I do have even better news because my list, I sent that list of 9,000 applicants that are still waiting on their targeted advance grant or the supplemental advance grants. My list is now down to 3,200, 3,200 people, small businesses out there who are still waiting for their targeted advance grants. But boy, that list did go down pretty steep, all right? It went from 9,000 down to 3,200, and I want to see it go all the way down to 0. So if you guys are checking in for the first time and you were on that list of 9,000 that I sent off to our favorite congressmen and women, leave me a message if you got approved finally for your targeted advance grant. These are the people that have been waiting in Priorities 1 and Priorities 2 since February. Let me know if you finally got yourself approved. And if you are still waiting and you're one of those Priorities 1 and Priorities 2 still waiting in that 3,200, let me know. I want to just update this list, have it as current as possible so that we could keep on these. I'll keep pushing here and making sure we send this message out to our favorite congressmen and women to get this thing done, okay? Now, I did also start a new list checking in on the bank returns process. This is everybody who had an ACH transfer that was heading off to a Chime bank and it was rejected and sent back. That list is still coming up very small, actually, okay? It's actually rather small. So leave me a comment if you are stuck in this process and you've been stuck now. We're going on to about 10, 11 weeks still waiting for this. So leave me a message if you're stuck in the ACH transfer and you went through the bank returns process. And if you don't know what that is and you should have been expecting your funds to show up, check out my video, Bilder Bank Returns, and you'll find out all about that. All right, you could watch a video on how you could get yourself your funds if you were rejected by the bank. Now, for all those new applicants out there who are looking and seeking to get the EIDL Targeted Advance Grant or the Supplemental Advance Grant, remember, you do have to apply for the loan to get this done. You don't have to take the loan, and you could also be denied for the loan and still be approved for this. There's one piece of criteria that I forgot to mention in my previous videos. A viewer reminded me, and that is you still have to wait for the invitation to come. So you go and apply for the EIDL loan, and then you have to wait for an invitation to show up for the Targeted Advance Grant. Then you apply for that, plus the $5,000 extra for the Supplemental Advance Grant if you qualify, and get yourselves approved. So check out my video, Builder EIDL 4 Steps, if you want to hear more about that as well. Okay, let's shift over now to the loan increases because I want to check in on the speed of the loan increases and check in on that data, all right? So I'm going to pop something up on the screen here. Let me just slide over a little bit. Okay, here we have it, guys. Weeks 7 and 8. Now, you're going to look at weeks 7 and 8. You're going to see the same value, 3,499 and 3,499. That's because this is 2 weeks of information that was sent out in one report. So I had to divide that so that my data is consistent. Otherwise, you would have saw this big major spike here and you would have been like confused. Wow, they approved, you know, close to 7,000 loans last week, and that's not true. It actually is stretched over 2 weeks. So I averaged those values out, came up with 3,499 for each week. And it is up a bit, okay? It is up 700, approximately 700 or so from the previous week, which is good news, right? That does tell you that they're staying consistent and trying to get the loan increases approved, all right? Now, that is also fairly consistent. Let's take a look here. We'll look at the values. You'll see that it ticked up approximately $100 million or so, all right? So fairly consistent and finally matches the data that matches with the applicants here, okay? So good news here. Well, congratulations to everybody who's finally getting themselves approved for the loan increases. This is fantastic news. It's been long waiting. I know some of you have waited as long as 10, 11 weeks for this to happen, but it is finally here. So congratulations everybody out there. More and more of you are reaching out to me, letting me know that you finally received your loan increases. So drop me a comment down below if you received your loan increase. I am getting a lot of messages from people that are telling me they do qualify for higher, but they have been capped at $500,000. So that increase up to $2 million has yet to be opened up, and they are not making you wait for that moment to finally open up. So everybody out there who is qualified for higher than $500,000, when they do finally open this up, more than likely there'll be the opportunity to go back in for an additional loan increase, all right? Now, I will track this data closely each week to make sure we get a good pulse on this. If you did happen to receive yourself a denial right now for the loan increases, drop me a message down below. Let me know what type of denial it was. Right now, the most common denials that we're seeing is for unverifiable information, mostly related around taxes, and your response time back to the SBA. Now, these things can be overturned through the reconsideration process. I'm going to be building some videos here in the near future to kind of touch on these key points and let you know the best options you can go forward here with the reconsideration process, all right? And don't forget to drop me a comment. Let me know what types of businesses you guys are running as well. I'd love to hear a piece of your life. And stay tuned for my upcoming videos where we're going to touch on how you can grow your business through simple marketing techniques, techniques that you would never even think of that could really expand and scale you out, get you that additional revenue streams. Just a little preview of what's coming. I will teach you how to generate passive income, monthly income with very little effort from yourselves. It's just cash that just shows up while you're sleeping. We'll also talk about how to generate passive income, free money that shows up each and every day through some automated social media techniques, and techniques on how to leave that old 9 to 5, get yourselves out of those service jobs, start earning money while you're sleeping, get into the true passive nature of it, and live your best lives. I'm also going to bring you guys content on how to become course creators, because you guys are experts whether you know it or not. Each and every person who's watching and tuning in right now has an expertise that somebody else does not know, and you could actually market and sell that with a very small audience. Grab yourself extra revenue that way as well. So stay tuned to all my upcoming videos. Remember, if you're looking to partner with me for my B&Bs, I'll be holding Zoom calls this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Find me on Instagram if you want to hear more about that and how you could partner up with me in my B&Bs. And if you want to do it on your own, of course, you could always run up to the description right now and grab my crash course on B&B. It is still on sale. It is half off right now, okay? Race out and grab it. It's not going to be half off for very much longer, maybe just a few days here. And I'm going to take that sale down, all right? So rush out, grab it before it's gone. Get yourself into the Airbnb game with a $50 bill. Start cash flowing in 3 business days, earning an extra $5,000 to $10,000 each and every month. And when you want to repeat the process and scale it up, you just keep repeating it over and over and over again and scale it up as high as you want to go, all right? So check that out. You don't have to own the real estate to do this, guys. It is a fantastic program found in the description. That's going to do it for today, folks. I wish you all the best. If you need further assistance outside my free content, you can find me pinned to the top comment for a one-on-one consultation. Just click the link, set up a phone call with me. I'm going to talk to you guys all in the next one. Bye for now.